Hello, my darlings, and welcome to Our Sacred Universe, a podcast where we meditate together. In this episode, we are going to work on decluttering your mind, helping you get rid of those busy thoughts, those thoughts that may be keeping you up at night, those thoughts that are no longer serving you. This time this year has been quite challenging for humanity around thoughts and mental frequencies. And I figured I would offer today as a reprieve and a respite from the trap of the busy mind, frankly, is what it is. So that you guys could feel more liberated, so you could bring more space into your life, into your world, so that new things can come and fill in the space that is going to be freed up by the thoughts that are going to be departing. And that is the agenda. Now, before we get started, I invite you to join me on my YouTube channel. It is called This is Mariya, Mariya with a Y, Mariya. I upload a range of spiritual videos on that channel, things that I think may be of interest to you. So if that resonates, come check it out. It's very different from this healing space, from this meditative space, but hopefully not any less valuable to you. And secondarily, I offer you to check out my book. It's called 72 Keys to Manifestation, or An Ancient Path of a Modern Day Alchemist. That book is all about helping you manifest the life that you want, the life that you deserve. It contains 72 ancient energy keys. They are both theoretical and practical, meaning that there is a practice and a meditation at the end of each key that enables you to practice building that life. So it's a very practical guide. It's channeled, and I hope that you enjoy it. It's available on Amazon and Audible and Kindle. That's it, my loves. We are ready to get on with the agenda for today, so settle in, allow yourself to grab a comfortable position to sit or lie down if that is what feels better to you in the moment. Make sure you're comfortable, make sure you're not going to be disturbed. You may even feel free to grab a blanket, because when we meditate, our body temperatures may drop, so you just want to make sure that you are cozy as can be. I invite you to close your eyes and focus on the gentle energy of your breath entering and leaving your lungs, bringing in the pranic life force inside of your body, inside of your vessel. Allow yourself to release and let go with every exhale that you make. Release all of the things that are holding you back from the area of your chest. Some emotions, some stuck energies. Allow them to leave your body with a mighty, powerful force of your breath. Today, I'm going to invite you to become an observer, to take an observer seat instead of an active participant. I want you to imagine that you are observing yourself meditate right now. You are hovering above, perhaps, your body, whatever position it is in, and you are observing. I want you to momentarily shift your focus to the area of your head, your mental space. I want you to observe how there are strings of golden energy that are permeating your headspace. These strings travel from the left to the right, from the front to the back of your head, permeating your brain space. This is the busy highway of your thoughts. I want you to notice how these strings are momentarily lit up by what looks like electricity, electric impulses. Notice how the sparks of electricity are very frequent, how there are a lot of them in your head space. Just observe how much activity is happening in your brain. All of these thoughts coming and going and coming. Thoughts are supposed to enter your brain space, only to exit your brain space. When you are experiencing a cluttered mind or a busy mind, it is because certain thoughts got stuck within your headspace and they were unable or unwilling to exit. Over time, these thoughts may create a lot of clutter and they may hold you back because those are the vibrations of the old you, not the new you. I want you to imagine how out of nowhere there is a large hand that emerges in front of you in midair. You can think of this as the hand of God or the hand of Source, the hand of the universe, whatever you prefer. It is a hand of a consciousness that is bigger than yourself, wiser than yourself perhaps, the consciousness that understands how thoughts travel, understands how our world is made. And I would like for you to imagine how this hand gets really close to your head and it is starting to pluck out all the unnecessary thoughts, taking them from your head and throwing them, almost like tossing them into the air that surrounds you. Don't try to intellectualize this process. Just be with it. Allow this large hand to pluck the thoughts out of your head as it sees fit, one by one, by one, by one. Trust this process. This wise hand is never going to remove anything that you need or anything that serves you. It is merely here to remove the things that are detrimental to you or that hold no immediate value. In the same way that you could possibly be plucking feathers out of, let's say, a chicken, this hand is plucking out the thoughts from out of your head space, out of your brain space, one by one by one. Trust that it knows what it's doing. and then plucking it out and simply dropping it into midair. And then as it does so, watch as the thoughts simply disappear. This frequency just becomes nothing. It looks like air, right? So all of those unnecessary thoughts or potentially harmful thoughts, hurtful thoughts, painful thoughts, dark thoughts, all of those are being plucked out of your head. And now I want you to imagine that there is an opening that is being created right now at the very top of your skull, at the very top of your head. And through this opening, the light is starting to stream out of your head space. And so this opening becomes really large, enough so that you can look inside. And I want you to notice that what is inside of your head energetically looks like this. It is this golden soup, this golden liquid, and inside of this golden liquid, there are multiple springs, what looks like metallic springs or coils floating inside of that soup. So each of these metallic springs is a thought or a thought form. And there are many of them, like thousands, floating in that soup. I want you to imagine how this large hand is reaching straight into your headspace and taking a handful of these springs, this metallic looking springs, these thought forms, out of your system and out of your head. And as you trace back what this hand, this mighty hand of the Creator does with those springs, you would notice that the hand clasps all of those springs into a tight fist. And then when it opens up the fist, all of those springs become dust. All of those outlived thoughts of yours are no longer relevant. You can be free. I want you to notice how this large hand is reaching back into your headspace and taking more handfuls of these thoughts that are no longer serving you. Time and time again, I want you to watch how this hand moves in and out of your headspace, takes the springs that symbolize your thought forms, and turns them into dust, for these thought forms never to be seen again. So all of those thoughts of not being enough or being incompetent or maybe unloved from your childhood, from your adolescence, all of those thoughts are becoming excavated. They're becoming released from your wonderful headspace. Feel how this process is creating space, almost creating air, and a feeling of liberation, a feeling of a detox in your entire body. Allow this large hand to keep reaching out into your headspace and removing these thoughts. Now what I want you to imagine is that it is reaching out into your right ear, and it is starting to pluck out some of the negative thoughts that are stuck in your right ear. This usually has to do with not enoughness of your masculine energies, or sometimes being too much. All of those negative thoughts would dwell in your right ear. Very often the thoughts that get stuck here are around the judgments that we pronounce on ourselves. Not being good enough, not being fast enough, not being smart enough, not being rich enough, and so on and so forth. So allow this large hand to take away all of those thought forms and crush them into dust, releasing you from the chains, releasing you from the traps, from this mental prison that your thoughts have gotten you into. Now imagine how this same hand is reaching out into your left ear and plucking away and removing all of the thoughts that are stuck there that are negative. This usually has to do with the more feminine aspects of who you are in your existence. Any of the blame game for feeling a certain way or being in a relationship with a certain person. Any thoughts that have to do with heartbreak or betrayal. Any worries and fears are going to be here. Just allow the hand to remove all of those. And as it removes it, watch the hand crush these thoughts into dust. And now, my darlings, I want you to imagine how you're breathing in clean air straight into your brain space, straight into your mind. And I want you to imagine how this blue air starts to coil up like a spiral inside of your head. It starts to move faster and faster and faster, clearing away all of the negativity, all of the darkness, making even more space, making even more room for great thoughts, new frequencies to come into your world. And now I want you to imagine how the opening at the very top of your head is starting to close up, is starting to diminish. Until there is no light that is coming through the opening anymore, and it is completely sealed up. And now I want you to rejoin your body and turn from part of you that is observing to a part of you that is firmly and fully grounded inside of your body and at home inside of your body. You may feel this inexplicable urge to stretch or start slightly moving different parts of your body, perhaps your neck. Allow yourself to do so. It is completely natural and normal to experience this bodily sensation after a healing like that. Whenever you're ready, I invite you to slowly open your eyes, and then feel free to start wiggling your toes and fingers. You have created a lot of space in your body today. You have gone through a very important practice of decluttering your thought space, your sacred thought space. This usually brings about a period in which new thoughts can take root in your consciousness. So pay special attention to the thoughts that you think in the next 2 weeks, and try to ensure that as many positive thoughts as you can enter your newly minted, freshly cleaned mental space. This is all that I had for you today, I'm sending you a big virtual hug, and I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye. If you like our podcast, we ask that you please help us spread the light by leaving a review on Apple Podcast so that more people could discover our content. Thank you so much, blessed soul.